got new glasses. They seem comically large on my face, so I don't know if that's just me, if I just have to get used to them because my frames before were clear, so it's like these are very obvious. But I think I like them, and I like the gold accents. You know, they match my earrings. So yeah, I guess I'll see what my partner thinks when he gets home, because I beat him home today, which is funny because usually I don't, but the last time I filmed was because I beat him home, and it was a Wednesday, and today is Wednesday, you know. But yeah, it is a rainy day, and I've already written 1,739 words today, which is great, but I still have more because I was handwriting for most of the day, and any, you know, free moment I could sneak it in. And I ended up finishing chapter 12 in my notebook. So then I started typing it up, and I managed to type the first half of the chapter, and I still have the second half. I just was starting to feel kind of crappy after lunch, so I didn't sneak in any more writing. But yeah, chapter 12 is basically, if going by the Romancing the beat sheet, it is where the inkling of doubt sets in. And if we're doing Save the Cat, the bad guys are just starting to like close in. And I'm not looking forward to this because, real talk, I do not like putting my characters through angst. I have never been the kind of writer that likes to torture their characters. I don't like hurt/comfort fix. I don't like angst. But obviously, that's what you need in a story. You need that tension. You need that, oh my god, what is going to happen? You know, obviously you can't really have a story without that kind of tension. So I'm not saying stories shouldn't have it. I'm just saying I'm not good at it, and I do not look forward to tormenting my characters. So yeah, chapter 12 is the inkling of doubt, and it isn't until we get to chapter 18 that my characters kind of essentially move on and start fighting for what they want. And yeah, so I have a lot of angst I have to write. But the good news is that I think these chapters will be much shorter than the ones I've been writing. Chapter 11, the midpoint. Actually, chapter 10 was also a part of the midpoint. That was the setup to the midpoint, and that was 3,500 words. And then chapter 11, the, I guess, actual midpoint, was 6,400 words. And obviously these chapters will be edited. I really just have them split up by beats, basically. But like I said, these angsty chapters, the beats are a little more straightforward and they don't require so much writing. So the next few chapters should be pretty easy to write. Chapter 14 will be another intense scene between my characters, i.e. sexual. So that will be kind of a lot, but then I jump right back into the angst. And I'm also getting kind of scared about my character traveling to hell because I'm not very good at writing fantasy, and the hellish plane is going to be very fantastical, and I'm starting to kind of feel nervous about that. But I don't want to change anything. I like this idea. I like the idea of my main character going to hell, basically, because the story isn't going to be very religious. I know I talked about it in my last video, you know, the 7 princes of hell, and, you know, hell itself, and these very recognizable devils like Satan and Belphegor and, you know, all of them. But I'm not a religious person, and this is not going to be a religious story. Like, there's not going to be angels or anything. It's literally just the princes of hell, and that's all I give a shit about. I'm just feeling kind of nervous about getting to the end of this story. But yeah, I'm going to finish typing up chapter 12. It's a really short scene. Like I said, I'm at about 1,700 words right now. It'll probably take me to 2,200 for the day. I'll check in, you know, when I'm done. Okay, so I did it. I just finished chapter 12, and I was nearly on the money here, okay? This part ended up being 643 words, which brings my total for the day to 2,382 words. So I said 2,200, and it's actually 2,300, but hey, it is what it is. So I'm feeling pretty good because now I can close chapter 12 and move on to chapter 13. Which is, we are getting into the deepening doubt, again, if going by Romancing the Beat, and this will be chapters 13 and 14, and then chapter 15 will get into the retreat and shields up and stuff. So yeah, it's interesting to think that story-wise, I'm pretty close to the end, and yet technically and words-wise, I still have so much to go. I am not sure how much I'm gonna get done this week with this story because I really, really wanted to finish this before April. I even had this lofty idea that I could write the second book for Camp Nano. No, I just realized I might have been holding the speaker, so if I was, I'm sorry. But I really wanted to be finished so that I could participate in Camp Nano, and I thought I might write book 2. If anything, I thought I could like do an edit of this for Camp Nano, but I'm not gonna be done. I am 100% sure I'm not gonna be done, and it's disappointing, and I really just have no idea what I can reasonably expect to do for the rest of the week. Honestly, I think I'd be lucky if I got through chapter 14. Then on Saturday, we are doing Easter dinner on Saturday instead of Sunday. We're not religious, but it's just kind of an excuse to go and have dinner with his parents. So we do Easter dinner every year, and I asked his mom if we could do it on Saturday instead of Sunday because the concert is on Sunday, and she agreed, which is great. So we're gonna do on Saturday Easter with his family, and then on Sunday we're probably gonna be leaving around noon. The concert is in New Jersey, but we can't check into the hotel until 3 p.m. And GPS has told me that New Jersey is like 2.5 hours away, so if we leave at noon, should be good. Maybe I'll convince him to leave earlier just in case we hit some traffic. I don't know. So then obviously Sunday is booked, and then we come back on Monday, which is my actual birthday. And I don't know if we'll like do anything or if I'll just want to hang out with him for my birthday. And then on Tuesday, right back to work, right back into the old schedule. And it's Camp NaNoWriMo. So I guess my camp will just be me trying to finish this story. But yeah, I'm going to end this here before I talk too much because I make that mistake all the time. Vlogging in the car, just real quick. It's Thursday, so I can sleep in a little bit tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna go in and have some coffee. I didn't have any today, and then I also didn't have an energy drink. I usually have one at about like 10 a.m. You know, I'm halfway through my day, I'll crack open one and keep me going. But I did not have one today, and I did not have coffee this morning. So I think I might make myself some coffee and work on chapter 14, because even though today's goal was just chapter 13, I got like, I don't want to say confused in my outline, but I thought chapter 13 was 2 different scenes, and so I just wrote the first scene, and then I went to write the second scene, and it turns out that what I had planned for the second scene I'd already covered in the first scene. So I basically surprised myself and wrote all of chapter 13, which is a very nice surprise. So yeah, it's Thursday. I have 3 days until my concert, which is so exciting. But yeah, so let's see if I can keep up the I'm actually excited about chapter 14 because at the end of chapter 14 I found a way to kind of like sneak in, I mean, I guess not sneak in, but I can add an element of the fantastical and kind of hint at it before we actually dive in like head first in chapter 18, I think it is. And I'm pretty excited that I thought of it, and it's going to be kind of cool, I think. And I don't know, I just think it'll be significant to the scene and the characters. So yeah, I'm pretty excited, and that's honestly my only motivation for writing, because when I was first started my drive, I have an hour to think about it. So when I first started my drive, I was like, I finished a chapter today, maybe I'll just sit it out the rest of the day. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I really want to get to the end of this chapter so I can sprinkle in that fantasy. But yeah, I'm gonna go inside.
What?
So I didn't write a lot at all yesterday. I wrote 126 words. You know, I got home, I made my coffee, I was so happy to sit down and write, and then I wrote 126 words. Mostly I just got distracted by YouTube, story of my life. So yeah, it's Friday now. I've been working for most of the morning. You know, I work from home. Taking a little break. I'm gonna squeeze in some writing. I have breakfast, little protein shake. The consistency is terrible, but the taste is fine. So, you know, we're trying. But yeah, so I'm gonna probably do a sprint, like a 15-minute sprint, and just sneak in some writing. I did, like I said yesterday, I am really excited to get to the end of this chapter and work in the kind of more fantastical magic element. That's exciting. I'm really happy I thought of that. But I am kind of disappointed that I still have so much to go. I have basically 7 chapters that I have to write. And yeah, three days basically until my concert. So I'm super excited about that. And I'm just really happy it's Friday. I have to run to the grocery store once I get off work, because we're making deviled eggs to take over for Easter dinner tomorrow. And I don't have like any of the ingredients. I'm almost out of mayonnaise because I had bought like Kewpie mayonnaise, and I'm down to the bottom because there's not a lot in those bottles. So I have to get mayonnaise, I have to get eggs, I have to get bacon bits because I make special bacon jalapeno deviled eggs. I'm only doing bacon for the family, but making a batch with the jalapeno for me and my partner because we love them. So yeah, I have to go to the grocery store when I get off later today. And I might even make the eggs today so I don't have to worry about that tomorrow. So really, my writing is going to come on my breaks, on my lunch break, and I'm just going to try and squeeze in as much as I can, and hopefully I can finish chapter 14 today, but I won't beat myself up if I can't. That's what I have to remember. Sorry, it felt like there was something else I wanted to say, and now I can't remember what it was. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna jump into my sprint then. I've wasted enough time. So I had to switch to handwriting. I tried to type, but sometimes I just freeze. My partner calls it paralysis by analysis, and it basically rules my life. And I find that it does affect me a lot when I'm writing on a computer. You know, the words aren't coming out 100% perfect, and I'm obsessing over the fact that they're not coming out 100% perfect. So I just decided to switch to handwriting. So it means I didn't write as much as I could have if I had been typing, but I still wrote a decent amount. I have almost 2 full pages, basically. I'm close to adding that fantasy element. I do have to type this up, and I might do that. I might work on that while I'm working. And I made my shake too foamy because I used, I have a handheld like mixer milk frother thingy. And I was like, I wonder if this will help the consistency. And I mixed it for too long. So now the consistency is just a different kind of gross because it has like an inch of foam on top that I keep having to drink. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish my breakfast, maybe like continue to work at this while I work my real job, and yeah, I'll come back on when I have something of value. Okay, so it is about the end of the day. I'm getting ready to log off and go to the grocery store. But over like my breaks, like my lunch break, I was able to write like 4.5 more pages. I did not type up what I wrote earlier for my sprint. So I have all of this to type up. What was it? It was like, so 6.5 pages that I have to type up, but I finished the chapter on paper. The ending with the fantastical element, it leaves a little to be desired, but this is just like my zero draft when I handwrite. You know, I let myself write shit and then I pretty it up when I'm typing it. Just having the bare bones will like make it easier for me when I'm typing it up. But I do like it. It was hard because like right after that I had to then bring in some more angst and tension, and I hate making my characters suffer, but it needs to happen. So that was a little difficult. but I just finished writing like the end of that chapter, so I can't wait to type that up. But like I said, I'm about to log off for the day and run to the grocery store. And yeah, so far so good. I do feel proud that I was able to finish chapter 14 by the weekend. I just really wish I could have finished the whole story before March ended, but it is what it is. So good news is I'm going to hit 50,000, but yeah, I have only just finished chapter 14 of 20, so it's gonna be a little bit longer, but hopefully not that much longer. But yeah, this is my ending word count for Friday, March 29th. I doubt I'll get much writing done this weekend, but here we go. I think I made good progress this week. Did you hurt yourself?
No.
Okay, so I'm back home. It is Tuesday, April 2nd, actually, because we got home yesterday. Yesterday was my actual birthday. We got home, and I just felt terrible. I don't sleep well at hotels, and I just was feeling so shitty yesterday. And the drive sucked. Like, the drive going up to New Jersey was not ideal, but it wasn't anywhere near as bad as it was coming home from New Jersey. But yeah, so I just wanted to film an outro, I guess, because I didn't film as much as I would have liked. I just feel really awkward when I'm filming in public. Like, you know, we went to the aquarium in Camden, and they had a shark tunnel, you know, you could walk through, and it was like a glass tunnel, so sharks were like swimming above us and stuff, and it was so cool, and I would have loved to film that. I just feel really awkward filming in public, and also my hair looks like shit. But and at the show, I wanted to film a lot more at the show. I wanted to take a ton of pictures. We had amazing seats. I'm not good at that, especially when I'm like paying attention to the band and I'm like rocking out, so to speak. It's hard for me to stop and take pictures and stuff, and I wish I took pictures. I wish I was better at it. I would like to have those, you know, for the, I guess, the memories or whatever. But it is what it is, you know. It was a really amazing time. It was the best birthday I've had that I can remember in a long time. My partner, he really went out of his way to make sure it was just an amazing experience, and our seats at the concert were incredible. It was well worth it. Honestly, I can't see myself ever wanting to have a different concert experience. The next time, if ever I go to a big stadium concert, I'm definitely going to see if there's some sort of VIP package, because we had our own special entrance into the venue. We didn't have to like stand in these long ass lines or anything. Basically, we were just led down this hall and there's this, it was called the M Lounge, and it was basically just a little sitting area where they had all of this food, like, that was free. Well, you paid for it essentially when you bought the VIP tickets, but it was basically free for all when it came to all this food, and it was a ton of different foods. And like soft drinks and water were also included, but you did have to pay for alcohol. But it was amazing. We were just basically led right out into this sitting room. We got some drinks, we got some food, we were chilling, and then there was a door right out to our like section, so we didn't have to like fight through any crowds or anything, and our seats were in the first row of our section, and so there was no one in front of us, which was really nice. And we were so close to the stage, like the stage setup, at least for, you know, this band, like had these big like platforms basically, and so throughout the show the bassist and the guitarists were coming up to stand on this platform, and like it was so close that, you know, if it wasn't so loud in there, I could have had a conversation with these guitarists and stuff, and that was really cool. And yeah, the view was just really great. As I said, there was no one in front of us. I didn't feel like I was like cramped in there, and it was just such an awesome experience. And then if we had to go to the bathroom or if we wanted another drink, we could just go right back to our little VIP like lounge area, and we didn't have to fight through crowds, and it was awesome. The only thing that sucked was there was no specific merch stand for VIPs. It was, you know, I had to venture out onto the main floor and stand in line, but the lines moved pretty quick, so it wasn't terrible. But yeah, so I had a really, really good time. I got a hoodie and a t-shirt. My partner, just like I said, he made me feel so special, and he like let me be really like corny, because this band, I told him it's weird to think of it as this was my childhood, but it really felt so special to see this band again, because I'm looking up at them and it's just like, I've loved you guys for so long. And when I was in high school, there were times when, you know, I would be feeling really lonely. I didn't have a lot of friends, and so I would just turn on my Avenged Sevenfold CD, and it just made me feel better. And it's weird to say that it was my childhood looking up on that stage, but it kind of was my childhood. I'm just happy that I got to see them again. I haven't seen them since 2010. And all the times that I saw them before, I was like in the back of the venue because I couldn't fight through the crowd and the mosh pit and stuff. And it was just really nice to be able to afford good seats, and I didn't have to fight through the crowd or anything. And it was just really, really nice. I also saved, this is my partner's VIP wristband. I had to cut mine off because I tightened it too much, because I'm stupid. But yeah, so I won't talk for too long. I called out today because I'm just feeling so terrible. I am getting old. Obviously I turned 35 yesterday, but oh my god, I feel awful. I woke up this morning to my alarm and I was like, I can't do this. I cannot go in. So I just called out. I'll be in tomorrow, you know. And I know that Camp Nano started. I forgot all about it until I got on YouTube and saw somebody's day one video, and I was like, oh yeah, shit, it's Camp Nano. But I'm not officially working on anything. I am going to continue working on this story, and hopefully I will finish it by the end of April, because I wanted to finish it by the end of March, and that did not happen. But maybe I'll make a Camp Nano page. If I do, I'll include my link. I mean, I have a Camp Nano, but I haven't actually put any project in, but maybe I'll do that. And yeah, I'm gonna get this video, upload it and edit it, and then upload it actually to YouTube, hopefully very soon. I'm sorry I don't have any cooler footage. I really like a pipe dream. I was like, oh, I'm gonna film so much cool shit at the aquarium. I'm gonna film like the greatest clips of this concert, and then I'm just not good at it. But it is April. I am a 35-year-old woman, and I'm ready to get back to work on this story. I didn't touch it all weekend. And yeah, so if you've made it this far in this video, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.